Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Maryland's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The play-action fake. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Koch. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wide open downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll be brought down.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The give on the inside. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll give it on the counter. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes his connection.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Throwing right. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Daniels. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds his big tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll come out throwing on first down, feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Second down now after the sack. The give to the lone running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got his man downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Off play action on first down. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Here's the give off the left side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the punt high into the air. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 22 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll give it to him again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fights off a defender. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they're able to make the tackle. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. After run, now throw. That's caught. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They'll go back to the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wants to throw on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.